a big boy. Guess I'll go eat worms. Long and slimy ones, soft, fat, juicy ones, and fuzzy, wuzzy worms.
This is a worm. This is what you do with the worm. Whoa, we got a big one. Oh, but wait, we're not doing fish. So, yeah. About worms.
Well, that was a dumb video. Let's talk about a real worm, not a gummy worm. Earthworms are creatures that have segmented bodies and are considered annelids. More than 10,000 species of earthworms exist. To detect its surrounding, the earthworm uses its two eye spots in its head region, which is surrounded by ganglia. The ganglia then sends impulses along the two nerve cords to the rest of the body, which allows for sensitivity. Earthworms are hermaphrodites. That means they're both male and female.
Worms have internal fertilization and external development. Roundworms are classified in the phylum Nematoda and are called nematodes. Most often, the creature is small and can grow up to a meter long. The sexes are usually separate and reproduce sexually. The creature lives off organic debris and ingests through the mouth. The food enters the stomach where it is digested, travels through the intestines, and exits through the anus. This is what one would call a one-way digestive system.
And now, from the back of Tyler's car, it's a PSA.
The giant Paleos earthworm is really big, like super big. Like you don't even know. Like if you have an earthworm, it's small. Like Paleos earthworm, bam, your worm, like So you don't even know. But for some reason, it has been put on the threatened list.
This worm has been thought to be extinct since the 1980s, but recently, in Utah, they found the earthworm actually exists. The giant Paleos worm is back alive, and research is studying them again.
The creature's vulnerability is due to a loss of habitat, competition from non-native species. Conservation groups have petitioned the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service to protect the worm as an endangered species.
A way that you can help is by spreading the word that this worm is endangered. So tell everybody you know that the giant Paleos worm is endangered, and we can help by saving it and spreading the word. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tyler, let's go to that lake.
Yeah.
Dude, look at that lake over there. Let's go that way. Lake.
Yeah.
Woo, party. Woo. How's that water?
Cold, man.
Yeah? I don't really want to get in.
Alright, fine. Forget you. Dude, my back is itchy.
Your back's itchy?
Yeah, man.
Why?
What is on my back?
Dude, you got leeches on your back.
Dude, get 'em off.
You know those parasites that suck blood?
Get them off, man.
And they host? Here, I'm gonna light this match.
Oh. Yeah.
Me and you match. Dude, they're sucking your blood. They're leaving marks.
Oh.
Alright, last one. Alright, you good, Tyler?
Alright.
Oh, dude, you have one on your face!
What? Get it off!
Oh.
The leech, like all worms, moves by contraction of muscles and cilia that beats. It has whipping motions as it moves. Also, another fun fact is that the leech eats, it consumes 3-folds its weight and drops when it's full. The leech is a parasite, so therefore it lives off a host, eats the blood and the tissue, then drops off. Once it's full, it's off, and there it goes. And that's how the leech moves and eats.
A type of worm that is considered a flatworm is the trematode, aka fluke. This creature is considered a parasite in which it attaches to the creature, forms a cyst, and lives on the tissue. The parasite then can release larvae into the water. If you happen to be in the water when larvae is floating around, be careful, because you will get swimmer's itch.
It is so boring today. What are we gonna do?
I don't know, Tyler.
It's ribbon time!
Alright, go ahead.
Did you know that worms have a closed circulatory system?
Yeah. You know, they're also considered the largest free-living worm in the sea.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, they also do respiration through their skin.
Yay!
Let's put 30 seconds on the clock.
There are enough differences among the sets of worms that they are even placed in several different phylums.
Worms can be found in either freshwater or saltwater. They also vary in size, which means they can be microscopic or 20 meters long.
Worms consist of being moist, soft, long bodies, and have bilateral symmetry, but not all worms are alike in the way they behave.
Yeah! Alright. NASCAR! Cole Web's making his rounds around the track.
They're making another left turn!
Wow, how many of these are there? Oh man, Cole just hit the wall. Oh man, Jote's taking the lead. Alright, they're pulling out the green flag. Alright, they're gonna clean that up, and we're getting back to worms.
Alright, earthworms live in the soil, and a way that they help the environment is by excreting into the soil, which gives out nutrients.
That's great. You know what? In plain English, they poop.
Oh, did you know that worms play a great role in the circle of life? Since most worms are made up of 70% protein, they're sought after by prey, like birds.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
Leeches are also important because they can restore healthy tissue, which high-tech equipment cannot restore. They also help in Hindu therapy.
What's Hindu therapy?
I don't know, but let's get back to NASCAR.
Alright.
Thanks for watching Tasha Point Oh. But before we leave, I want to give you some few facts that are unique about worms. Worms can have between 1 and 5 pairs of hearts, so that's like a lot. When worms are born, they aren't born in the form that you see them on the ground. They're born in cocoons, and they will eventually hatch out of cocoons and live like a worm. Also, a worm's skin, if it dries out, that means they'll die. So therefore, worms have to constantly be moist in order to live. For example, when it rains, worms come out of the ground and start walking around, not walking, but sliding around because it's wet. But once all the water's gone, you see a bunch of dead worms in the water. That's why worms need water. Also, ribbon worms, they can reproduce asexually by breaking into pieces, which not any other worms can do. So that's pretty unique. Marine worms have a lot of unique characteristics. and these are some of the biggest ones. So thanks for watching and stay tuned for next week.
Percent protein. They often slaughter after as
He caught it!